If you've ever finished a project, watched it back, and thought to yourself, why doesn't this look like what I imagined? Or maybe, why does it still feel not quite right? You're not alone. It isn't because you're bad at this. It's because no one talks about the hard truths you run into when you actually start creating your projects. Let me tell you about a student of mine. In this case, we'll call him Tim. Tim came into my program super excited. He had his own camera, he consumed everything he could about media and film production, and he thought he was going to really crush it. His first project, it looked okay at first glance, but the sound was off, the lighting was a little bit messy, the pace of the edit didn't quite work, and worst of all, the story just didn't land. And here's the thing, he thought he did everything right. But Tim wasn't failing, he just didn't know the rules of the game. He didn't know anything about the things that we all struggle with as media producers and filmmakers. These are the 8 brutal truths that every beginner filmmaker and media producer needs to hear. Truth number 1. Your first projects will suck, and that's okay. Your early work won't match your taste. It will be clunky, awkward, and not what you envisioned. But that's not failure. That's the process. No one creates their best work first. Even now, I've never finished a project and thought to myself, yeah, that was awesome and perfect. There's always something I would have done differently. And that feeling, that's called learning. And you should want to learn something new from every project that you work on. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for repetition. I like to conceptualize projects around a skill I want to learn or improve upon. So shoot something, finish it, learn from it, and then try again. Truth number 2, gear doesn't make you good. Most beginners think if I just had a better camera, my work would finally look professional. But here's the hard truth. Gear doesn't make you good. It just amplifies what you already know or don't know. I've seen amazing short films shot on a phone and terrible work shot on a $5,000 cinema camera. It's not about the camera, it's about how you use it. You need to master lighting, understand sound, just learn everything you can about the craft. Those are the things that make a difference, not a $5,000 or even a $50,000 camera. Truth number 3, you'll wear all the hats, even the ones that you hate. When you're starting out, you're not just the director, you're the writer, the shooter, the editor, the sound designer, the production assistant, and maybe even the marketing team. You're everything. And yes, it's exhausting, but it's also the best education that you can get. Because when you've been the editor, you know how to shoot for the edit. When you've recorded sound, you know how to direct with the audio in mind. Wearing all the hats teaches you to communicate in the language of your collaborators. So if you're directing, you need to be able to speak cinematographer to communicate with that member of your crew. It all makes you a better director, a better teammate, a better creator, a better collaborator. Don't resist the chaos, embrace it. Truth number 4, you're not Spielberg. Stay humble. Finishing your first few projects can feel really amazing, but it can also inflate your ego. You need to remember you're not the next Spielberg. Not yet, and that's okay. Humility will get you further than arrogance ever will. Be the person who listens, who learns, who makes coffee, and who helps carry the gear, who asks questions instead of pretending to know everything. The people who really succeed in this industry are usually the ones who never stop wanting to learn. Truth number 5, people will undervalue you. Can you do it for exposure? It's just a quick edit. Does all of that sound familiar? You will constantly have to advocate for the value of your time, your skills, and your creative work. And that's hard when you're just starting out. In the beginning, sure, you can take on projects to learn, but also learn to draw a line. The sooner you start valuing your work, the sooner others will too. You don't have to be arrogant about it, just be professional. Truth number 6, you won't be discovered, you have to build it. There's no talent scout scrolling through Instagram or TikTok looking for you. The way you get noticed in this industry, consistency, volume, and visibility. You build your body of work, you post your stuff, you get better with every project. That's the workflow. Waiting to be discovered is just procrastination dressed up as hope. Make something, share it, then repeat. The bottom line, just keep creating. Truth number 7, feedback will hurt, but you need it. You will pour your heart and soul into something, and someone will tear it apart in 30 seconds. Your ego will want to defend it, but don't. Feedback is how you get better. That's all there is to it. The faster you learn to separate yourself from your work, the faster you'll grow as a creator. Your last project isn't your identity. It's just one version of your current skill level. And here's the kicker. Even your own disappointment counts as feedback. That voice in your head that says, I could have done better, that's not shame. That's learning and that's progress. If you could have done better, do your best to understand how and then work on improving that skill for your next project. Truth number 8. Burnout is real and boundaries matter. We've all heard this before. Real creatives stay up until 3 a.m. editing passion projects for free. But burnout, that's the silent killer of careers. You can really love what you do and still need rest. You can be passionate and still set boundaries. You're allowed to take care of yourself. You don't need to hustle 24/7 to prove that you belong in this industry. Burnout doesn't make you stronger. Boundaries do. Work hard, but get some rest as well. So once Tim knew these truths and started expecting these kinds of challenges, instead of taking them personally, everything changed for him. He began to treat every project like a stepping stone. He stopped chasing perfection and he started chasing progress. That little mindset shift is what this creative industry is all about. If you internalize these truths early, you'll avoid the discouragement that makes so many people give up on themselves in this industry, just like I almost did at one point. Think of these truths not as warning signs, but as road signs. If you've run into any of them already, you're on the right path. You're learning, you're growing, and if you're still here, you're doing better than you think. And now that you understand the right mindset, it's time to start building your skill set. Have a look at this video, which is the start of an 8-part series on visual storytelling. Whether you're a beginner or already a few projects in, I think you'll enjoy it. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 8 truths hit hardest? Or did I miss one that perhaps you've learned the hard way? Drop a comment below and I'll do my best to respond to them all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.